Because you know what they're gonna do the whole time, because they're like, oh, I'm supposed to be Tim Allen, so they're gonna do like the home improvement sounds and stuff. He's like, yeah, I used to like doing the Santa Claus movie.
Can we get Tim Allen involved?
We can.
I think that's a
Hey,
good
Tim Allen.
expenditure of funds.
Welcome back to Cream Crew. It's December, probably mid-December.
Oh, yeah. Bonus
So,
episode.
2 weeks from Christmas, that's crazy. What are you going to get me? Nothing. Shut up.
I actually got you each something.
Already? I know what I'm going to get you, but I ain't got it yet.
I don't expect anything from someone in this room.
Okay, let's rehash.
I wonder why.
Spawn books? Oh,
Not you.
Okay, just someone in particular.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general. I
You thought you were like, I skated by.
feel safe now.
Yeah, no,
in the pack. Yeah.
What did I do wrong to deserve this
It's,
treatment of
it's
you?
not you. It's my own ineffective self.
Trevor's sitting here at my own house. He's talking to my wife. He's saying, oh, he's going to love this. And he has a little secret for me planned.
Yeah, I know what the secret is. I'm very jealous of it.
I don't know the secret.
I'm sure he'll tell you afterwards. D.
I should not have to ask.
All I know is that I wanted to do I wanted to do a Secret Santa before Don had to leave, because Don is leaving out of town to be with his family for Christmas. A cliche. So we won't be able to do Christmas with the boys. That's what I'm saying.
We could. Why don't you tell your family to do one, and we could do Boys Christmas. Christmas with the boys.
We can do Boys Christmas on December 17th.
That's not
Not
Christmas
that's
Day.
not really Christmas.
It's not even in the 20s.
Plus, your family's coming down. Are
I don't give a fuck.
Were you gonna
You know what,
invite- were you gonna invite your family to Boys
no.
Christmas?
Hell no, not at all. You know what
I
I would
don't
do?
believe you.
This is my mom, my grandma, my sister are coming to town. I'm gonna fuck them, lock them in the garage.
Did you say fuck them?
No, I'm gonna fucking lock them in the
Oh, okay.
garage.
I thought you said I'm going to fuck them,
That's
lock
not-
them in the
that's not-
garage,
that's
It
not
was,
for you.
I'm gonna fuck them.
That's not for you.
comma.
Comma.
That's
lock them in the garage.
that's
Hey,
not
good-
that's not for you. That's not what I. That's not
good
what I said.
punctuation, Tom. You used to understand that stuff. So.
Why coming for me? What
Anyways,
did
I'm
I do?
gonna lock them in the garage because
Congratulating.
it would be a boys' Christmas. And you know what I would honestly have us do for boys' Christmas? I would take us to Dave and Buster's.
I am going to skip Boys Christmas.
Why? You wouldn't want to go to Dave and Buster's?
Is that like games?
Yeah, it's like you get a nice steak,
You know, I was
arcade game with the boys.
I was thinking
Dave and Buster's?
Nice steak from Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
for my birthday. I was thinking I kind of wanted to go to Dave and Buster's or main event again,
If it's on Christmas, then it's gonna be a nice household event.
but not with your
Except I'm
family.
gonna get drunk off of eggnog.
And not with your family.
No, hell no.
Just
Fuck 'em.
walked in the garage.
And they will be here, yeah, and they will be
Yeah.
locked in the garage.
All right. Well, I won't be here, but Tom can hold you to it, right, Tom?
Well, it's not a fucking boys' Christmas if the boys are broken up.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess they can come in from the garage because I won't be there.
Yeah.
It all comes full circle. Regular Christmas it is.
Fine. There it is. You twisted my arm, and now we just have to do normal festivities like a fucking dough goat.
The fuck is a dogoat?
I don't know. I heard somebody say one. I don't know where I heard someone say it. I don't know.
You mean like a zygote? Not that that would make sense either, but it's at least a real word.
I don't know. I don't think dough goat's a real thing.
It's not. As far as I'm
I
aware.
heard it as an insult. I actually think I heard Brian Callen use it as an insult one time. My hero. Notorious rapist, Brian.
What did he go down for again? What was the
He raped like 3 or 4 like Peruvian boys, I think.
right? Yeah, sounds about right. He goes abroad a lot.
Allegedly.
To Peru. There it is.
Yeah.
The fighter and the kid, as they say.
Is it rape if it's part of their culture?
It's a good question to ask.
Whose culture is it part of? Peru.
Well, I don't know.
Can any Peruvian children in the comments sound off if it's okay to molest you?
It's just fine. Well, that's not molesting.
Exactly.
Where's Brian Callen from?
Peru.
Ah. So it's in their culture then.
Ah.
I see.
What can I do to
Yeah.
get you motivated here?
Start 40 minutes earlier.
Are you just done? You tapped?
I'm trying my best.
I'm trying to lean into something here. Actually, I thought the Christmas conversation would spruce you up because you're a big Christmas guy. People don't know that Tom is actually unironically a huge Christmas fan. Loves it.
How could anyone dislike Christmas?
There's plenty.
Honestly? I know there are.
That's the new
but
meme.
How? I know people are retarded, but
Sheep.
how?
Sheep.
Not sheep, because they're not following the flock.
Well, they're
not following the shepherd.
They are following the shepherd because not the actual shepherd. Jesus
That's what
Christ
I'm talking
himself.
about.
But what I'm saying is that it's like the new meme of everyone being like, I like big titty goth girls. Like I like Halloween more. You
You just got to fuck new opinions into them, dude.
How would I do that?
You fuck them. Good.
I'm
That's the
happily
key
married.
point.
And if I'm
then
following Saint
you
Nick,
smoke a cigarette and you tell her new political views.
you put it out on her forehead, and then you tell her what she should believe in.
And she's like, "You're just dominating me.
Wow,
I
I
like
can't-
it."
I can't wait to get a stocking.
You're not getting a stocking until you believe in Christmas.
There's a guy in I want to say it was Montana. It was like a murderer. He killed people. He was like a serial murderer during Christmas time, and he'd kill like prostitutes or like I don't know, other women or whatever. So just women, but he would kill the women and then he would put coal up their pussy.
That's kind of whimsical.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a kind of cute take on serial killing.
And I'll tell you something
Yeah.
that didn't actually happen. That's a lie, but it sounds believable, doesn't it?
Does. Yeah.
So if any serial killers are listening to this podcast, feel free to take some inspiration.
That's a great serial killer.
Is it?
That would be a really good comedy show.
Well, it's like think about even like a movie.
show.
Yeah, a show. Two and a half men.
Dude, it's like it's like
Charlie Sheen. Let me look at your pussy. And he's like just shoving fucking Kingsford coal in
it's
there or
like
whatever.
Dexter, dude.
And he's reading the newspaper, and they're like, they've named him something. He's like, Carly didn't call me the Grinch.
Yeah, he's like the BTK killer where he gets mad whenever they don't call him something cool. I think the BTK killer wanted to be called like the fucking like he wanted to be called something like the whimsical poet. Like not even joking. It was really something fucking
What did
stupid.
this guy? How did he kill? What was his
Bind,
method?
torture, kill. BTK killer.
Bind.
Bind. Okay, so that
Mostly
yeah.
strangle, then he would.
Well, then, if he wanted to be the whimsical poet, he probably should have put more effort into being whimsical and
he would
poetic.
he would write to the newspaper these poems.
Well, he should have
And
scrawled them on the eyelids of his victims.
He was in Kansas, so all these fucking redneck cops were like, "What a fucking."
Well, did he sign the poems at least? I mean, that seems like
He would sign it as different aliases they want to
Oh,
go by,
that's-
and they're just like,
yeah,
"Yeah,
that's gay.
you're the BTK."
cool.
And he was like, "That's actually." And then people, he has like one of the most frustrating because there's the videotapes of his actual trial, and he goes through and tells you what he did to each one of his victims.
Yeah.
And he could not look more annoyed and just like rehashing like a fishing trip. The guy's like, "Okay, so what did you do to Maria, whatever?" And he's just like, I snuck in the southeast door, tied her up there, I strangled her to death, I took naked pictures of her body." And the guy's interrupting me, and he's like, "Yeah, I did." Like, it's like one of those things where it looks like a child like telling like their grandparent, about a baseball tournament or something like that.
What year is it?
This is early
Not
2000s.
for BTK, just for that to be your childhood reference. About the baseball tournament. Pops.
That's probably a pretty normal thing for Americans.
That was a totally reasonable.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
No, they're like,
100%.
Grandma,
And also the third
show
party.
me your Fortnite.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So what about the Fortnite esports tournament?
exactly.
Grandma was an epic victory royale. Easy.
What's it?
No cap.
What's that? Do you show?
Mom, Grandma's talking again.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's a good
Stop
contribution.
speaking to me, racist. That's what you can say to all your elders now as a young kid. You've definitely done something racist at least once in your life. I know you have. It's different times. You're dead to me.
My grandma
That's what I'm
has
saying.
a lot of funny things to say. She's very funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
She's a whimsical poet of sorts.
I like how. Yeah. They actually call my grandma whimsical poet.
She grew up in
It might have been like Midwest poet or whimsical. It was just something weird. Like he wanted to be called like the Midwest Mockingbird, like all sorts of weird shit.
it sounds like
Where you're like, dude, you're strangling people.
he sounds like a 17-year-old art hoe.
Yeah, he has bangs. He shows up. He has the exact same haircut as Zoe Deschanel. Oh yeah, I like put a spark plug up her ass, and I strangled her in front of her kids, and I shot him in the face. I don't know.
And you know what? It was whimsical.
And then I wrote a poem, and it was beautiful. Did you read it? Mm-hmm. Did you read the poem?
And it was signed.
And it was signed Whimsical Poet, but yet BTK. What is this? It's like BLT. It's bullshit. This is fucked up.
BTK sounds kind of cool.
I thought BTK sounded intimidating as fuck.
Yeah,
BTK.
it's in the game.
Kind of giving him too much credit.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, it sounds like
They make him sound too good.
Yeah. Well, if they thought he was like, just a bunch of.
Well, it's just like cop shit too, where they're just
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
binds people, he tortures. It's just BTK.
I just.
Versus like
Versus
like Alfred Fish.
It sounds like there was some thought put into it though. Like binds is kind of a.
It's
odd
not that
word.
much. It doesn't have the lore and mystique as like Alfred Fish, where they called him the Gray Man, which is just like.
Yeah, that's.
And that was just
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then Ed Gein was the butcher of like Wayfield or wherever the fuck he was from or whatever. Mm-hmm. But there's like way cooler names out there. Mm-hmm. So BTK.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed. Like you're going for something exciting, like whimsical poet, and you just get an
That's,
acronym.
how is whimsical poet exciting?
Well, it sticks. I think better. I think BTK kind of.
If anything,
falls
you
into the
know,
back. Like the
serious-
gray man, like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It sounds. You
The
sound
Texas
like a,
woodworker.
You know, they got that
goblin.
because he was like fucking naked and he was walking through the street, whatever, and a little girl saw him. And he was like, it was just some gray man.
So they're like, we're going to take this child's testimony and like encapsulate her PTSD and nightmare into a name.
Yes,
Yeah.
in 1912 when that happened, yes, that's exactly what
and
happened.
give it to the fair enough. I didn't know that was that old.
Yeah. He was, he's like probably, I think everybody says he's like the most fucked up one.
Is there any better name than Jack the Ripper?
Jack the Ripper's great. The only problem with him is that he only killed prostitutes. So it's just like he's cleaning up the streets. He's a good Samaritan.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Actually, that's a great movie, though, and a good comic book, From Hell.
I've seen From Hell.
Is it good?
I liked it.
It looked a little hokey.
It's about the prostitutes, right?
It's been a while. It's Johnny Depp.
From Hell.
Johnny Depp's the
investigator or whatever. But it
man. He
like,
made the same movie like 4 times.
Did he?
around
What
that
else did he make
Well, he
like
was fucking. He was also the investigator of the Sleepy Hollow thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of the same era, same role.
That's a
same-
great movie too. That's a metal movie, dude.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the Headless Horseman?
Yeah, that's a Tim Burton one. The fucking tree where they like peel the bark off and
Yeah,
just
and the
blood is
blood and
gushing.
stuff is
It's
pretty
fucking
cool.
pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And the Headless Horseman design
Johnny
sick
Depp's
too.
just so cute. And
I know, he's so whimsical.
oh
I love it.
no! Oh, there's blood.
He's a whimsical poet.
Yeah, yeah. It was that was what's his face played the Headless Horseman. It was
Christopher
awesome.
Walken.
Yeah, with sharpened teeth.
Yeah, he had like little dagger teeth. He's like ah. There's every shot he's in. He's
All he
always
does
like,
is just goes ah.
just so you can see his teeth. It's really great.
It looks like the mouth of Sauron.
That movie's like really like kind of. I remember I was like really scared of it when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
There's that one part where it's like Johnny Depp's character. He has like flashbacks to like PTSD when he was a kid or whatever, and it's like his mom was killed by like his like his preacher father, and the fucking dad puts her in an Iron Maiden, and that's how he finds her. And he
that's
opens it
right.
up, and blood just like gushes out.
Yeah.
It's his fucking yeah. Da, 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 da.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's a great one. But yeah, I guess Johnny Depp was in a couple of investigator ones. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, good shit. From Hell, check it out.
From Hell. Apparently, Jack the Ripper. There's theories that he was from Austin. He's an American. Well, not an American. He was like a.
Was Austin Tech? How old is Austin, Texas?
Yeah, it was like a tiny like western town.
Wasn't Jack the Ripper like
18
1800?
I want to say early 1800s.
It was
or something.
early. No, it was early. Like 1910 or something. I think.
What? No, that's not true.
Oh, no. Or
It was Victorian, wasn't it?
It was like 1890.
It wasn't Victorian, but it had to have been like. I
It was
want
If
to.
only we
was-
had.
no,
hey,
no,
Trevor.
hey.
Let's see. Wait,
It was turn of the century.
wait. Before we say
No,
what date do you say? You get.
I said
10 years span.
1910.
You're saying 1910.
Yeah.
I'm saying like 1850.
Fuck, I was gonna say 1850. I'll say 1870 just to.
And
Spruce it up.
Yeah.
So are we doing Price is Right rules where
If you go over, you lose. Right. If you go over, you lose.
oh no.
Hunter. He killed five canonical victims, but the total number is unknown, in 1888.
Okay. Yes, close. Well, that's wrong.
Are you browsing the internet unprotected? No safety gear? Going in raw? You fool, you madman.
You need to protect yourself.
NordVPN is easy to use. Connect with one click or enable auto connect for your protection.
Any of you guys want to mint some NFTs? For extra protection, users can route their information through 2 VPN servers.
NordVPN encrypts all of your traffic so your internet service provider can't slow down your internet speed.
Holiday season deal! Go to nordvpn.com/cream to get a huge discount on a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month free. Anyway, they he was like I think he was like a Moroccan guy or something here.
What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, seriously. So he
Well, they don't know. They don't know. His identity.
no. We did like a silly.
White people can't have anything.
We did a. Dang it! But also, yeah,
Okay.
good. I'm glad.
I have a good hypothetical.
I'm
then.
glad it wasn't a. Yeah.
If you were Jack the Ripper, would you follow the same guides of killing prostitutes, or would you kill? Who would you kill in
Don would kill
1880s?
children 100%.
Would you kill children?
You would like say hi to them and they'd like avoid eye contact and you'd be like,
in the From Hell movie, they not to go too off topic, but they had it to where the identity of the guy was like some brain surgeon who would do lobotomies.
They thought it was the Queen's surgeon.
Okay, so that's probably what they were. That's probably the From Hell thing.
Well, the weird. I mean, it's gonna sound super lame, but I went on a Austin ghost tour or whatever. So there was all the hokey ghost shit, right? But they also went into like history of crime.
also.
They went into history of crime and stuff, and probably the first American serial killer. They never caught him, and he killed like a bunch of like servant girls around here, right?
And there's a theory that he's Jack the Ripper or whatever.
Well, and there was like basically like by today's standards, undeniable that he did it. Like some evidence, I can't remember the specific thing, but he got on.
You and your conspiracy theories and your UFOs.
He got on a boat and went to England, right? And there was a guy, because again, it all revolved around the American serial killer case. There was a guy, he worked on the boat or something as a chef, and there was a guy he worked with who said, yeah, this guy's a fucking psycho. He said when he gets off the boat, he's going to kill every woman he finds. And then, like,
How many men say that a day?
Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So, no, I'm not saying, but how many men say that a day that also have already killed several women?
I would say a lot.
Well, okay.
In all honesty, I would say a lot. Maybe not serial killers, but I mean, a guy just like driving home one day and he's just like, fucking, driving, and he just sees like 2 girls walking on a sidewalk and he just veers a little over. Veers back over. He's like, he comes a little bit in his pants and then he lives a normal life.
Happens all the time.
I would say it probably happens more than we would think. Mm-hmm. I would think that you're like, that never happened. And it's like, yeah, it's happened like 50 times.
Yeah,
Something crazy.
Well, when they give you a reason,
True.
Yeah, but
So an Austin ghost tour, huh?
yeah. Well, there was some evidence that linked him to being that serial killer, and then he says that shit on the boat, and then right after, when he would have got off the boat, all the Jack the Ripper shit starts happening in that area. So who knows?
Sounds like an odd coincidence.
Could have been him. Yeah.
I bet you.
Anyway.
I bet you 4,000 other men said the exact same thing before they got off a boat into London. Mm-hmm. Next woman I see, I'm gonna fucking bludgeon over the head. Okay, and he like walks off into the fog.
Lead poisoning, thick in the brain.
People riding on brooms and shit because they're wizards and shit.
All the murders took place at Hogwarts.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper at Hogwarts. We can't keep doing Harry.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, not again. Soon, but not now.
Oh man.
Harry Potter bit quickly.
Yeah, I wanted to hear your.
Let's talk about Hermione and her pussy.
Just give us a summary, then we'll move on.
I wasn't thinking.
They've got the map, the Marauders map.
Yep.
Follow them around.
Oh,
His footsteps.
What if?
Don's lore, it would be the Moroccans map.
The Moroccans map.
Yeah, and then the name changed, and then
Random
Go back to the original
explosions all
question.
over Hogwarts.
If you were Jack the Ripper in this time period, who would be your victims? Honestly, I'm on Tom's side with saying that you would kill children.
kill children.
You always.
How you just said that? That's a man in a courtroom. I would never kill children.
Guys,
I would never kill children. Just blood and fucking binkies all in your pocket.
come on.
Serial killers always like kill the like receptacle of what they want that they don't
just
get.
can't get the affection of the
Right.
child.
So
Yeah.
like incel Jack the Ripper,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Is Don an incel?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying if Jack the Ripper.
Oh,
was,
because the prostitutes, right?
yeah.
Right, right.
So Don, you know, trying to make friends with kids that don't return his affections, he builds resentment.
Do you want kids or do you want? This is an honest question. Do you want new friends? Would you kill men walking out of bars, or would you kill artists
Well, why? What's the reason?
because you hate Tom and me?
Oh. I hate friends. I'm gonna kill.
Well, you hate your own.
I'm gonna kill
friends.
people that could.
You
be
hate your own
friends.
friends, but you love them enough to where you can't kill them
So I kill people that look like you and Tom.
or resemble us in nature.
Actually, I
like
can see
every
that.
fat person that walks out of a bar,
you know,
you
I
strangle.
think we're onto something.
And then every retard that walks out of a library,
Yeah.
why he's there, I'm not sure, but there's a fucking I don't know
Everyone-
coloring books there or something.
Everyone that looks like Harry Potter and
Yeah, you just strangle him.
People used to call me the Milky Bar kid in secondary school.
What did you even just say?
Nothing.
Used to call you the Milky Bar Kid.
That's occasionally.
What does that
It
even
didn't
mean?
last very long.
what is the Milky Bar?
Look up the Milky Bar kid, Trevor. All right.
Hey Jamie, look that up.
Sorry, that's such a task for you.
Don't want to have to type in Milky Bar Kid.
We'll wait.
would you rather?
Oh my god. Yeah, I can see
Can you
it.
share the screen, or can you turn the screen over? Click that one the side where it's him grown up. Yeah, kind of.
So when you said this, Tom, was it a point of pride? You're like,
no,
You seemed embarrassed.
no, it's it's bullying.
Yeah.
okay.
It's not nice.
Milky bars, Milky bars.
Stop it! Stop it! And now I kill my victims by shoving a white chocolate bar down their throat whilst I wear a cowboy outfit.
The thing looked like butter.
It's white chocolate.
Well, yeah, I just meant like whenever he was holding it, it looked. If I would have saw that just from a package alone, I
Because
would
you're
have.
fucking retarded.
Nice toy. It's a pretty toy, actually. I think there was something wrong with my brain. So, Don, victim, who would it be?
Yeah, I think people look like Harry Potter and the guy from Last Man on Earth.
Like Will Arnett.
What a
Was it
fucking
Will Arnett?
reference.
No, I thought I was like a fat.
Glad
guy.
lots of people have watched that.
I thought I was a fat guy with curly hair, but
Last
maybe
Man on
not.
Earth. I don't think I've seen that.
No, maybe not.
You're thinking
that the
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, good, sure.
Oh.
You look just like Jonah Hill. That's true.
I do kind of look like when Jonah Hill was at his fattest. I do kind of look like him. That's true.
That guy is such.
I look like a fatter, like Kenny Powers is what I look like. In all honesty,
You're Danny McBride.
like a fatter, yeah.
Jonah Hill is maybe the most sensitive man I've ever seen.
Why is that?
He just gets so like upset when people say
Yeah.
things about or to him.
Really?
yeah.
Where have you seen it? Really? Oh shit! Because this is I've never. heard of
Jimmy
this.
Kimmel, whatever. Like, there's a clip up there where he's like, "Oh, you smell good. Like, I didn't expect that," and he gets all fucking butthurt about it. Like, I'm just gonna try really hard to not take that as a shot. Ugh. It's like the dude's just making a joke. It's just a little banter.
Also, why would you
Yeah,
not?
because
Just,
you play a fat, smelly nerd in every movie. So
That,
it's like-
I didn't make you do that, Jonah.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
also, why would you not just?
was acting.
As soon as if he would have just been like, "Yeah, no, I usually smell like shit, but whatever." Then it's like, "Haha, I'm playing into your joke for your show." Also, you're rich, Jonah Hill. You won.
I loved it when the video leaked of him calling someone an F word. It's really funny.
Which one was that?
What was that?
You don't remember?
Catch us up.
I mean, you guys have been
Say
just tossing that word out pretty fucking liberally this podcast, so maybe I should just say it. But you don't remember? He had to apologize because some paparazzi was following him. He was like, "Fuck, get out of here."
Is that within the last year?
No,
Oh, okay.
kind of old. Whatever, who cares?
It was,
Jonah Hill's.
it was offensive because the reporter. It's like there's someone took a picture of the reporter following him,
And
It's
he's just
it's
like
high heels
catwalking.
and- high heels and a scarf, and he's like running away, crying with mascara going down his face. Cut that.
Don't.
Cut that out.
We need every funny bit we can get.
We're trying to squeeze this. I tried. I mean, to be fair, my hypothetical wasn't very good. I was trying to make a fun hypothetical.
To be
I-
fair, you're
I'm s-
trying though.
I mean, I am sitting here thinking about it, like, but I'm just.
Sometimes you just have to throw
I'm
something
just-
outlandish.
I'm just a good boy.
that maybe you don't even believe.
I can't.
That's a lie.
I'm a good boy. It's not a lie.
Fuck.
I never lie.
Nothing brings me more hatred in life than this weird thing that you do.
What was,
lie.
I hate that.
how did you come across that?
So
moral
naive.
quandary.
I can't remember.
I tell you what it is.
I've seen it. I've seen it repeated by multiple people I respect.
Gurus you watch. Like
I know
Jordan
what it
Peterson?
actually
Like
is.
Jordan Peterson.
Can I tell you what it is?
Tell the truth.
This is the truth.
Oh, let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
You know that you're not good enough at lying to not get caught in your lies
Yeah,
with your girlfriend.
that's why.
With your girlfriend. So you know if she like punctures it, your lie web, then you're fucked.
And then to be fair, even that is a pretty respectful answer. I'm so bad at lying that I've always just tell the truth.
I would respect it if that was the reason given.
But it predates that, so it's retarded.
Does it?
Yeah, and
I don't
know
think it does.
It absolutely does.
How long have you been with her?
I've done the lie thing since college.
You've lied to me since college many a time.
Well, I've been.
Rest my
pregnant,
fucking case.
What am I,
Okay.
Joan of Arc? What am I?
You wouldn't lie to me now, right?
No.
Well then, there's a
Well-
delineation there, isn't there?
Well, sure. It's it's
Just around about the time she walked into your life.
ebbs and flows. Nobody's perfect.
The energy's
Yeah.
flowing back.
You if you guys want to go for a run?
He's really pinning me down. Oh.
No, else has pinned you down. Oh, top of the world!
No, Jordan Peterson has. Wow.
Keep going. Actually, I lifted up too fast. There we go.
Reinvigorated the whole thing, and yeah, I respect it. I try to embody it.
Whenever Jordan Peterson was getting all that slander, did it upset you?
What
They
was-
just don't get him.
What was he getting slander?
Didn't everybody call him like a racist?
No
and
one
shit
ever
like that?
says anything bad about him.
Not
Trevor, I know, Trevor, you don't like Jordan Peterson, right?
No, I know what you see. I mean, but like Trevor doesn't like Jordan Peterson.
Just from like basically the meme perspective, where it's like, cool, you read like 7 books, and all the guy told you to do was like, you should just clean your bedroom and you'll feel better.
You do, actually.
Yeah, and then what?
We feel better.
So then what? Well, no, you just feel better.
It's a simple solution.
The fuck?
Yeah.
You're in debt. You clean your room. You kind of don't think about it as much.
Slaves.
Well, I may be poor, but goddamn, is this room?
No.
You guys ever go to a kid's house that had Hot Wheels? Again, on that little container thing, strapped to the back of their door. I fucking hated that.
Strap? What do you mean?
It was like a plastic little. It was like something that draped over
the
your
little
door.
car fucking
Yeah,
pockets.
the car pockets. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't trust it.
That shit sucks.
Every
Every person
kid that like fucking liked
White
Hot
trash.
Wheels over
White trash.
GI Joes or having an imagination.
Anybody who had that strapped over the door, I was like, I'm in a bad house.
This kid
And it's
is
also always a filthy room.
this
No one
kid
has
is a
ever had
shithead.
that, and it's
Yeah.
always like half-ass used. There's still cars all over the goddamn room. Fucking hate that thing. Whoever invented that needs to. I hope they're dead.
You seen that video of that girl jacking off that horse? Never mind.
I've seen.
It's not even like pornographic.
I've seen.
It's like
when you say these things.
I've
are
seen
they-
Tom Green do it.
Are they usually recent things? Like, is that a recent
was
video?
recent.
Okay.
it's like on Instagram. She's not. It's not pornographic. She's just like collecting stallion.
So does she have like the?
She's
fake
got like
pussy?
a horse fleshlight.
Yeah, the horse pussy.
Okay,
and she's
does she also have like a really revealing top, and it's like a cool Instagram girl that makes
See,
videos?
we
She's
had
got-
just stroke her big tits are bouncing up and down.
She's got an Instagram girl's body,
science.
but
Yeah,
she doesn't have anything on display necessarily.
in
Those
the video
things,
itself.
those horse.
She does
fleshlight-
have a big bank.
that flesh horse light thing. They fucking put like giant mason jars. Those motherfuckers fill those things up. It's crazy.
I saw a video once of a horse.
Yeah, we watched it together.
So funny,
We
dude.
were
This horse, right? This
Yeah,
fucking
just when we need a break from cartoons.
this
we just,
big horse. He comes out.
horse videos.
They've tied this mare to like
yeah,
a trailer. She
she's
can't escape.
tied, she's tied to the
This
side of a
fucking
trailer,
like
and they bring
prize
the,
stallion comes
Yeah.
out like jacked
From around
and
the
he's going
corner.
crazy. He's like,
No, you're fucking
and he-
it up.
No, I'm not. He
No,
goes
yes,
over
you
to
are.
her. Okay,
He's not making any noise until he gets to her, and then like a switch, he just turns on and makes
That's
a crazy
what I
noise.
said.
No, you said he was making the sound as he comes around.
I don't want to tell the story anymore.
All right. There's the mare. She's tied up. She's defenseless. She's facing away from the camera. And there's a big trailer. They bring the horse around the side. He's not doing anything. He's just a docile horse. And then like a switch, he gets close to her pussy, and goes "Rrr!" and like it was crazy because he puts his hooves up on the back, and like in like half a second his dick goes from small and flaccid to just like a giant pole, and then her horse pussy just like blasts like liquid out. It's like a splash. It's like a water balloon popped. And it goes like everywhere, and then she's good to go. And then he fucks her, and it takes
For like 3 seconds.
Like 3 seconds,
And then he like falls asleep on her back. So good.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not so different after all.
And he goes like, "Rrr."
He's literally like,
But yeah, we
Classic.
were just hanging out watching horse videos this one time.
Nice.
No, it was to write. It was for a Motor Night episode. I can't remember.
Once
why.
I won
yeah, it was
a
a
toy
Motor
car in a poetry competition, and I was like, this is retarded, and gave it to the dumbest kid I could find, and he loved it.
Huh? What was the first part?
Once I won a toy car during the poetry competition, and I thought, this is retarded, and gave it to the dumbest kid I could find,
And he
and
loved
he
it.
loved it.
Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
Just new direction.
What a fucking.
I'm
Where-
talking
where-
about
where-
toy cars.
Where is
Well,
your
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
brain?
It was like a tie.
Also,
back.
you're
40
you're
minutes late.
You're
was
touring around with a fucking piece of plastic. You are retarded. you
taking
are
you to figure
honestly
out.
you are a retarded person.
We should get IQ tests done. You're gonna feel really silly.
I want to get you know how many
You're gonna
retarded
feel
people I think
really silly.
are smarter than me? A lot.
Oh, okay.
But at least I'm not. I mean, look at you.
Hey, look,
You're hunched over. Look.
I got them apart. Objective achieved.
He
That's a
brought
smart
up the
person's
Hot
thing.
Wheels sleeves thing. So he was probably thinking, man, I still want to talk.
I
about
I
it."
didn't bring that up.
Oh, I thought you brought that
No,
up.
he's just fucking
Good
8
memory,
years
Don.
too late.
Yeah, well, on that memory.
At least I wasn't 40 minutes too late.
We should probably talk about something Christmas wise while we're here. This is probably be the Christmas episode, right?
I rewatched The Santa Claus the other night. You seen that movie recently?
Is that the one with the Dodge Challenger?
Tim Allen.
Oh, it's Tim Allen
I
one.
don't think there's a Challenger in it.
You talking about Tim Allen one?
Yeah, no, that won't
Yeah,
be.
no, that was the Kurt Russell one
Yeah.
on Netflix. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's, I was just surprised by how cavalier they were with the pedophile jokes for a '90s kids movie.
Well,
Time
90s is
capsule.
the starting point there.
What
They're
did
way
he-
more cavalier back then, you know?
What did he? What was the pedophile jokes?
He is when he first goes to the North Pole. There's like a handler elf, and I guess she's like 1,000 years old, but she's played by like an 8-year-old little girl, and he's like, "Wow, you look great for your age." And then she's like, "Oh, I'm seeing someone and rapping," and yeah, it was just uncomfortable, like gross '90s Tim Allen, you know, fawning over an 8-year-old.
Was that what you took away from the movie?
That's what that was the most memorable part of the whole movie.
Okay.
Nice wholesome family movie.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Everyone else dick it hard when Tim Allen talked to that 8-year-old.
Why do you think I would serial kill children?
I wanted to strangle Tim Allen for even talking to that little girl.
A beautiful angel.
I want to kill him because I can't fuck him.
Anyways, Christmas questions.
What, if you had to pick one, is the best Christmas gift you've ever received?
Don, start.
I think Don should go last.
Tom, go.
So you have a little time to think about it.
I'll
I
go.
think someone who has had a happy life growing up should start first.
Oh,
So Hunter?
I will. My favorite one, honestly, was probably the best gift I've ever probably been given was when my family surprised me with a PS2. My mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family, like everybody pitched in, and I got a PS2, and I remember I was so fucking stoked. And it started off with like I think it came with like a baseball demo CD, but I was like, oh, but the graphics, I was like, oh, this is so fucking sweet. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been as happy receiving a gift as that. Like that was insane. Especially even back then, kids, like, not everybody had like a TV in the room, and I had a very tiny little box TV, like like really small. But I still was able to plug in the what is it? The fucking red, white, yellow cords. Whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
what am I thinking? I don't know what
Yeah,
to call it.
the RCA.
Yeah, I was able to plug those in and like play on that thing. It was just amazing.
That's
And then from there, also, it was like one of those things too, where it's like you start noticing like in Game Informer more like what's coming out, or like you see commercials on TV for games, and you're just like, oh, like it's all like actually feasible.
The
now.
world is open to
It
you.
pertains to you.
Like I remember when I first saw I think I've already talked about this, but when I first saw the God of War trailer on TV, I was like, I wrote my mom a note and was like, if you buy me this game, I'll never ask for anything again.
Was that a lie?
Yes.
Shit,
Even in the back of my mind, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I'm gonna ask for way more after this.
I literally cannot remember. I can't separate birthday and Christmas. I just remember like gifts, but I can't tell what was Christmas and what was birthday.
I could tell you my least impressive gift and the funniest one, if you want.
Go ahead.
When the first year my mom and dad got a divorce, my dad's house was empty. Yeah, that was it. I was like, "That's our gift." They're like, "Yep." My dad's house was completely like empty. It was like he used his dad's old war chest as a coffee table, and had a lazy boy chair in the living room with a TV that was like half broken. And my dad gave me a 12-gauge shotgun, not wrapped, and then the only thing he did wrap was a 12-pack of tube socks, but 2 of them were gone because he needed them for work.
You already told us this.
Oh, there you go.
On the podcast.
Well, but I let him tell because I was curious if we'd get the details the same, and he did. So I guess it wasn't a lie.
Yeah, sure.
Fair enough.
Cross-examining Hunter.
Cool story. Yeah. Well.
Looking at me.
Go
Back
on.
Your notes.
Yeah.
You got, like, a
Did they
moleskin
attack you
book.
with the skateboard?
Were there missing socks? Oh, there were.
Yeah, I can't remember. I literally can't remember, which either means I didn't get much or I was very spoiled. It's one of the two.
Gifts can.
What's the best gift you've ever received?
I got a Dreamcast. That's got to be it.
Wasn't Sonic on Dreamcast?
Sonic Adventure. And I would play it endlessly with my best friend, Michael Bracken, who also
Imaginary.
loved Sonic Adventure.
Imaginary.
Very popular.
Michael Bratton's coming
Most
over for
popular-
dinner, Mom.
Most popular kid in
Sure.
school. And he wanted to hang out with me. Imagine that. I was very excited. And we beat Perfect Chaos together, which is the end form of Chaos, which is the enemy in Sonic the Hedgehog. He's kind of like Frieza. He goes through different forms. So he starts as this little like tadpole amoeba thing, and then he becomes this like bigger thing with like a bulky thing like "Bah!" And you can see the Chaos Emeralds inside of him. And then by the end, he's destroyed a whole city, and he's like a giant worm creature, like made of water, right? But then you find out that really he too is the victim, and he becomes good once you defeat him, or at least he stops
Sonic
suffering
has to
so
be
much.
the worst property on Earth.
You become Super Sonic to get through that level, which is very exciting. Because as a kid, I didn't realize in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 you could go Super Sonic.
He put on his wetsuit.
I wasn't good enough.
He put on his wetsuit and he spun on his
He didn't put on his red shoes because he never took them off.
That's the best part about this whole spiel is I just imagine Tom saying the exact same thing 12 other times in his life to other kids at a table, just like this, you know. And
At
he
lunch
starts
table,
as an amoeba.
everyone's like sitting there like opening their milks and stuff. They're just like, you're like sitting there. You're like, you can take mine. I actually can't have dairy. It'll give me headaches. Anyways, this.
It truly was formative.
I remember the only thing that I wanted from Dreamcast was just Crazy Taxi.
Are we done talking about Sonic?
Yeah, we're done on that one. Was there actually anything else on Dreamcast I can think of?
I mean, I'm sure there was a lot. It's just
There
I'm
was
just talking about like key games though. Like
Sonic Adventure 2, which featured Shadow the Hedgehog.
that's fine. Thank you for
It
that,
was-
Tom. Thank you. I will say that the Dreamcast probably had one of the most comfortable controllers.
Big upgrades to the Chow system.
Don, what about you?
The
What's
Chow
your
system,
Don, what was your
interestingly,
favorite
you'll
gift?
realize sounds
Christmas-
quite a lot
Christmas
like
gift.
Chaos, like the Chaos Emeralds.
Your favorite Christmas gift?
So there were these little almost Tamagotchi pets. You could collect food and animals and upgrade, and
My
they would give
favorite
different
Christmas
attributes.
gift was my dad.
And I had one for every one of my friends.
Camcorder.
Probably
when I was a little
4 or
kid.
5 friends.
Because we would shoot.
And I named their chows after
we would
them.
shoot Jackass.
And I got them the
videos,
animals.
'cause we were
They liked the best.
9-year-olds,
But to get the
yeah.
animals, you had to
but
kill the
right
robots
when I got my camera
in the levels,
they
and they would
stopped
release
wanting to make
different animals.
Jackass videos anymore.
And they'd kind
so
of
I was
float
left-
around in these
I was left playing with it alone.
energy.
And then
having a stroke listening to this.
And then I figured out
The energy balls.
how to do
that
stop
float
motion
around and you just jump and you get them.
cartoons with
But if
the
you collected
camcorder.
30,
The camcorder?
the
Yeah, well,
Chow
I couldn't
would
take pictures, but you'd hit
upgrade
record
to
and then not
have
record
the
really
attributes
fast,
of
and
the
you could do a
animal.
little. Yeah, that was.
I never really understood what they were
animation.
for, honestly, but it was kind of a fun side game.
And then this other time, my mom bought me a Fender
Sorry, can you
guitar.
repeat everything you said?
No, I'm not. No, I mean Hunter heard it. So
What it was
The
talking
audience
about?
heard it. Our audience heard it too. You're fine.
Yeah. And then
Do you guys want to hear about Sonic and Knuckles?
I got a Fender guitar for my birthday.
It's kind of cool. It's like this Mega
I
Drive
wanted a guitar
game
for
or
my
Genesis,
birthday.
if you're
And
American.
but I was really,
And
I was a spoiled
It had like a
kid.
slot on top that opened up, and you could plug in other Sonic
And,
games, and it would let you play as Knuckles in the other Sonic
I wanted
games.
like a cool like metal,
Which was
like,
pretty cool because
Rockstar
he didn't
guitar,
just like
you know?
jump and shit. He
But
could
my mom
glide.
got me like a
Like, 'cause
lame,
he's an
like
echidna. I
bog
guess they can do
standard
that.
Fender guitar, just like a basic one.
But in Sonic Adventure,
And I
anyway,
went to
Knuckles'
open the box,
levels were the worst,
and
'cause
there
it
was
like
no
a treasure
guitar in the
hunt,
box. It was an empty
and you would
box.
have to like dig.
It was like it was a
underground
packaged
to
and
find
sealed
fucking
guitar
Chaos Emeralds. It
box.
was so boring.
And
So stupid,
yeah, so we took
but
the box back,
you get
and
through
my
it.
mom threw
There's actually
a
quite a
fit.
few different
And then
character
I got a
levels
free
and stuff.
Dimebag
There was Big the
Daryl.
cat.
You're fucking. The way you're talking is so fucking stupid.
Do you need me to repeat something?
You're so fucking dumb. No, you're just like, that was actually kind of interesting. Shut the fuck up. Please, what did your mom get you? A Fender guitar and then what?
You got a Fender guitar.
No, I wanted a cool guitar for my birthday.
Oh, she got a Walmart guitar?
And she got, well, basically.
Yeah.
It was just like a basic, and I was like, thanks, Mom. Cool. But then there was no guitar in the box. It was an empty fucking box, and she somehow didn't notice there was no guitar. Like, she wrapped it.
How did you pick it up? She's like, my God, guitars
Yeah,
are like
wow,
nowadays.
well, it was a cheap guitar, you know?
Did you call her a dumb bitch?
No, but we all,
I would have called.
I think we all
I would
thought
have
it.
slapped my mom right in her mouth.
We all thought it.
I'm like the rich bitch from Willy Wonka, just manhandling her dad the whole time. But Daddy, I want that. That would be me, except I would slap the shit out of my mom. You should have known better. Actually, my mom would, when I was younger, she would grab my hands like this, and she would turn my wrist, and it hurt really bad.
Jesus.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so I bet you probably want me to slap her in the mouth now, don't you?
I wanted you to before.
Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't have to defend myself.
She's got a very punchable face.
That is true. When she's on this podcast again, she's going to be blurred, but just know the entire time you'll just want to punch. That's why we blurred her the first time, so people wouldn't have this innate fucking anger looking at her.
Instead, they got all horned up.
They did. There was a lot of people that were very horny for my mom. It was very odd,
That's kind of cool.
I guess. I don't know how you.
You're right. It's super cool that
You
so
know
many
what?
people want to fuck
You know
my
what?
mom.
Actually, that is cool.
You should be happy for her, bro.
I love that.
Still a foxy lady at 63 years of age.
Don,
Sir.
since Tom cut off. Like,
It's okay.
what's the single best gift you got?
It was a camcorder when I was like 8 years old. My dad got me, and that was a big deal back then. There were no cell phones with recording and stuff. You know, it was a big ass chunky JVC cassette camcorder, and I got it right on the tail end of when all my friends stopped wanting to make Jackass videos anymore. So then I was left to my own devices with my camcorder, and that's when I figured out stop motion animation, and that's how I started animating.
That is pretty. That's like a very wholesome memory.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
The guitar is second place though, because the box was empty, and then we had to go back to Guitar Center, and they gave me a free Dimebag Daryl. I forget the.
Did you get a
shape.
Dean?
Yeah, I got a Dean for
Damn.
free. Yeah, I still have it. I don't ever. It was
Why'd you
kind of a
stop playing
shitty
guitar?
No time. I don't really do anything but work anymore.
I always find that
You're
people.
such a martyr.
I
You know
am,
that.
but I am actually going to bring my guitar. I think I'm going to put it in my office and take breaks and play it, because that used to be good for me in college.
Are you just gonna
I
do
can't
like
wait for that.
Just like a acoustic or something.
I'm not. No, I'll have headphones. I won't make you guys listen to it. But I think like when you're working, if you switch to a different creative thing for a minute, it kind of resets you. You know, like do
I always
something
wish I knew
totally
how to
different with
play
your
piano.
hands. Yeah, me too.
I took piano lessons as a child.
Do you kind of know how to play?
I feel like that's probably sort of required in England. That's just part
Absolutely not.
of. Okay.
Yeah, everybody. Seems like every. I just imagine everybody knows how to play Wonderwall and knows how to like sing probably like at least 3 or 4 Beatles songs on piano.
What is everybody's favorite Christmas movie?
Do I need to go first again?
What's the one with Zippity Doodah in it?
Die Hard.
Yes, that one.
Is this not a Christmas movie? Is it?
What?
Oh, I watch every Christmas. I certainly celebrate that movie every Christmas.
What the fuck is Zippity Doodah?
It's kind of I think it's racist, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it racist, Trevor?
Yeah, it's because I think if I'm remembering correctly, the crows,
Oh, bother.
Oh,
it's
the
like they're like minstrel crows with little bow ties and black faces and red lips, and they're singing.
Well, they're crows. They're gonna have black faces.
But they don't have bow ties and red lips.
It's a cartoon.
Fair enough.
honestly, my
Which
favorite
movie-
one.
Sorry, which movie is that? I just want to be caught.
I just want to watch it.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, how will you? Listen to this guy. I'll look it up. He says.
Look at it, he's going right now. Mine's always been a tie between Christmas Vacation, always watch it, and then also Jingle All the Way.
I don't know what that is. Is
with Arnie.
You haven't seen Jingle All the Way with Arnold
that the
Schwarzenegger?
one where he gets a toy for his son?
Yeah. Dylan!
Is that he's
Or Jamie! That's what it is.
yeah, and he becomes Turbo Man.
Yeah. Here's your Turboman action figure.
Yeah,
Those
The
that's
don't-
kid who gets
don't-
everything he ever wants, always. And he's like, you're never here to witness me get my yellow belt in karate. He's like, Jamie, it's really not that important of a feat. That's the second belt you get, Jamie. He's like, you're never here,
Is that
Dad.
actually what happens?
Yeah, and he's like, I
That's
hate
incredible.
You. So that's why he's like, I got to be there for my son and get this thing for him because it's important because I'm always fixated on work. I'm paying for everything. The kid's room is decked. The walls are painted with like giant Spider-Mans and stuff. I remember I was like,
will replace the
doesn't-
father's
but he's
life.
also like-
it's
he's
like
a-
a big sick house in New York and stuff.
he's
too.
a, yeah, in like
Costs $1 million.
suburb, like rich suburban New York, whatever. And he sits there and he and the thing is, he's like a good dad. He's like, Jamie, how was it? He's going. He's like, you weren't even there. So then his fat retard neighbor and his like terrible dad, whatever. And the dad wants to fuck the mom because there's that great part where he's just like, oh my god, your wife's cookies are so good. He's like, put my wife's cookies down. Yeah, I love that. It's so good. Stop it.
Great. Yeah, she's like,
Put it down. He's like, oh yeah. She's like, it's who the fuck is that guy?
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman. Yeah.
All right, so Tom, to answer
go
your
on.
question, I mixed up two racist Disney cartoons. But
I knew it.
This one,
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say I
this
thought.
one was from the movie Song of the South.
Zippity Doodah was from Song of the South.
Yeah, it's about a
You watch
Aha.
How do you even watch Song of the South?
I don't know.
band from TV.
Yeah,
Well, I thought that-
you would have to like really look for it.
Pirate Bay.
So, so you actually watch Song of the South? Ever?
No.
Is Disney?
Clearly, I do not watch Song of the South every
Is-
Christmas.
oh,
Are you
said-
fucking retarded?
You said I
Hold on a
watched.
second.
It's a bit. It's a joke.
It wasn't even clear. It wasn't even clearly the race. Like no
You know
one is.
how many times?
No one has seen that movie because it's banned.
I remember seeing it as a kid
Well,
on TV.
Is Disney the one? Are they removing it? Because I know
you
Warner.
can't find. You have to search. You have to like really go.
What
down.
I
should add to
what
the
I,
fact
what
it's
I
a
mean
bit.
though is that
Okay,
Disney.
well, I
Didn't that make
I thought
obvious
it was
it's a
like
bit-
I thought it was some Mary Poppins shit.
I can't remember if it was Disney that
knew
like
what it was.
they removed the fucking the bad shit from the past, but then Warner Brothers just puts like a nice little like, oh, we don't.
The times
believe
are
this.
different.
Yeah.
The mores of the people.
Which I at least like keep like I don't know like I always thought that it's like why
Didn't Whoopi-
absolutely eradicate it from history or something.
Didn't
I don't
Whoopi
know.
Goldberg do that for like Bugs Bunny or something?
What do you mean? What are you
What do
talking
you
about?
mean?
She's like, probably shouldn't do the voice. She there's like there's some episodes.
Come on, man.
That's Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
No, she always sounds like this kind of.
Oh,
Right?
okay,
Yeah,
you do the
that's
voice.
not-
Yeah, that
not
sounds
bad.
good.
Yeah.
I'm Whoopi Goldberg.
I was doing how Tom would have done her voice, not how I would have
Yeah,
done her voice.
well, that's what I was expecting, too.
If you're new to the podcast, just so
Yeah,
everybody
first
knows.
episode.
Yeah.
Ironically, I'm
What's
the only
wrong
one
with
who
that
didn't
guy?
do the voice, which makes me the least racist of all three of yous.
Well, we knew it's like you basically will bleep this out, cut this.
Don't
You-
cut it.
You pumped the brakes in real time. It was
Yeah.
What were you saying?
And you didn't.
Trevor.
Song of the South. The film is set on a plantation in the southern United States, and then it says sometimes misinterpreted as taking place before the Civil War, while slavery was still legal in the region. The film actually takes place during the Reconstruction era, and it makes a point to say the film makes several indirect references to the Reconstruction era. Clothing is newer, late Victorian style, and Uncle Remus is free to leave the plantation at will. He just chooses to stay.
Aha.
So wait, what are your guys' favorite Christmas movies?
Man, I've been trying to.
I
jog my
kind
memory.
of. They're all kind of okay. I like
Yeah.
Elf.
Yeah, none of them are.
Elf's good.
Did you know
Obviously.
Jon Favreau made that film?
Who is he? The fat man.
He's the guy who
Oh, I
made.
did know that.
He did like Iron Man. He like basically started the MCU and stuff.
Oh,
He's also the guy who did Chef. He's Chef.
oh, it's that guy.
Right.
He's also in Elf for a second. He's like the pediatrician, I think, in that movie.
Gotcha.
I rewatched that movie. Doesn't really hold up.
Absolutely does.
No, it
There's
doesn't.
a hilarious bit where this man who's
Yell-
very short.
Yell Santa. Yell Santa. Like
One more time. Call me elf. One more time. He's a mean elf. And then he gets up and he runs across. It's hilarious.
Peter
He's
Dinklage.
tiny. Oh, it is. It's Tyrion Lannister.
You didn't realize that.
I didn't remember. In my head, he was Warwick Davis.
That is a pretty. I do like that part.
I don't know why,
It
but-
has all those high demands, and he comes in and like, takes up that little like moleskin book, and he's just like, I have about 7 good ideas in this book, like children books. It's pretty good. I don't know. It's just the like. I'll be honest. Movie's fine. It's just as soon as Zoe Deschanel came up, I was like, oh, God. That's like, and then she has to sing. And
She's
do all
not
this bullshit.
overbearing though.
I didn't think she was
This
bad
is
at
one of the
it.
movies where this is before she was like the bangs. Even she doesn't have the bangs in this
She
movie.
looks the hottest in this movie out of all the other things.
You didn't
There is a
like-
correlation there.
You didn't like Yes Man?
Who's that ginger woman who's now married
okay.
to like a
I
crazy
know.
Same
Russian
thing.
dude?
Zoe Deschanel ruined it for you.
Lindsay Lohan.
But
Boom,
literally.
Lindsay Lohan.
Because like remember,
Hottest in
She's
Mean
got a
Girls.
little
Christmas.
moped
That's
and
my
a-
Christmas movie, Mean Girls.
there's one Christmas scene in that movie.
Still counts. Just like Die Hard.
You go, Glen Coco. Actually, there's that famous sign.
Lindsay Lohan with a little fire crotch.
Zoe Deschanel and Yes Man. It's like, oh, she's the quirky girl that's in like the weird, like what's the
Stupid
fish band or
bands,
whatever.
yeah.
She's the fucking worst. There's some funny. There's some funny Jim
Yeah,
Carrey
with a
movies.
nice little teal helmet.
Liar, liar.
Great movie.
The Mask.
Great movie.
This is a more Christmas movie.
Yes, man.
Yeah, Yes Man's a good movie.
I would say I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
I haven't seen it in a long time. To be fair.
All I remember
It's
is a
all
granny
right,
giving a toothless blowy.
Today's video is also sponsored by Bad Dragon. Do you like fantasy dildos? Sure you do.
I like to plant them to my shower wall and ride them vigorously to get a good start to my day.
I personally can't get up without it. Folgers, move on over. Bad Dragon's here to stay.
I like the ones. I like the ones.
Don likes to come inside the dog muzzle one. It's his favorite.
because
He does. He loves it very much.
I have a dog.
Such
so
a wide selection.
I could never-
Such high quality.
Bad Dragon is here to satisfy every kind of sexual fantasy you've ever had with reliable, quality products.
Personally, I'm a fan of the Sugar Star.
You use that too? I hear Don uses the one that looks like a dog's mouth.
So weird. And also, if you're on the smaller side, like my co-hosts, they have products that you can attach to yourself to give yourself magical fantasy enhancements.
It's the only way my wife can get off.
You can put a horse dick on your dick. That's my favorite.
I don't know. They're awesome. They make good shit. If you're interested in getting a dildo or any kind of sexual product, whether it be a gift or for yourself, be sure to check them out. They make good shit. Thank you, Bad Dragon. Love you.
Yeah.
There's that, but there's also that part,
Yeah,
and I
that's
still
right.
laugh at today because I'm like, but it's that part
Yeah.
whenever he's like doing the faces with the Australian guy, and he like puts all that tape around his face. He like peeks back,
Oh,
peeks
yeah.
back over the Australian guy's like, it's like Jesus
They
Christ.
do the little Harry Potter party.
I like the Harry Potter party, and they watch all 3 of the first movies. All right, who's ready for Chamber of Secrets? And they're like, they sit back down, and after that, who's ready for Prisoner of Azkaban? It's like 9 hours worth of movies. Yeah, there's some good moments in that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's like it's bad, you know. It's a stupid movie, but there's some funny moments.
What's the exact movie he fell off?
23.
I haven't
What's
even
that?
heard of it.
23, you think the number 23 is Jim Carrey's fall off moment?
What was that?
I think so.
The Thriller? Like
Yeah.
not a comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I love that movie.
I don't.
I-
no, I'm saying that
I
I think
feel
that
like-
everything after that.
Didn't
was
he
pre-
disappear and then he made that Penguin movie and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?" and then that
he
was
did
it.
Mr. Popper's Penguins. though.
But it was like I thought he was like good
I
and
think
then
a lot of
stopped
people
making
said that about
movies.
number 23 though.
And then he
too.
came back with that, and then that was like
because he
what's
had
happening?
done because he did some like more drama roles of like Man on the Moon or whatever, the Andy Kaufman movie, and then he did Eternal Sunshine, which was well
Right.
received. But then he did number 23, and everyone's like, and then
That Andy Kaufman movie was like super recent.
no,
The Moon one?
that was in like
When he was
that was like 99.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
that was like a one that he just did.
No, no, they did a documentary about it because he was like insufferable during production. He was in character the whole time, so he was like playing people. It was just like the worst. But I think I think that movie won an Academy Award. I don't know. It did really well, but
Right.
I don't know. It might have been even been early 2000s or something. But so, what did you say yours was? Elf.
I
What's
like
yours?
Santa Claus too.
I like Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, comma 2.
Oh, really?
What, the Tim Allen one? What do you say? Oh, I haven't
What even
seen it.
happens in this? Is that the one with where the ice guy comes in,
I haven't
He
seen
kills
it.
Santa. Starts off.
or is that the
That was the
Agent
first one.
47's. I didn't say Santa Claus 2. I said I like Santa Claus, comma 2.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I wanted to watch the sequel. But
I always thought it was like a funny.
Never a good
I thought
idea.
that was like a funny beginning. They actually kills him, and it's like just okay, just like accepted it. But I always liked all of the. As a kid, I always thought like the movie's very like pleasant to watch.
it's super weird. He gets to the North Pole.
It's satisfying.
He gets to the North Pole, and none of the elves are sad. They're like, "Oh, it's
work, dude."
Here's Tim Allen.
Also, that's
Yeah.
that's a nice fun gimmick too. Of like he kills him and he like
Now
takes
he
his
has to
role or
become
whatever.
Santa. Yeah, but
He's like
it's
shaving. And,
That's I don't know. It's just kind of like weirdly dark. You know, like no one bats an eye that like
40k as fuck, dude.
another guy comes back.
Lucius the
I
Eternal.
guess that guy I've been working with for 40 years is fucking dead now. And
there's just so many things like
Well, no,
there's
it's-
like weird gimmicky things like the egg, like all of the like food and like Christmassy like drinks in that movie are all very satisfying and like prepared in like all these like weird ways.
Right.
I don't know. That was always something. That
It's
stuck with me.
not. It's not like the guy we know we've been working with for however many years is dead. It's like we're gonna see him again, and I don't know.
Oh, he's
however
gonna
long the transformation
he's gonna
takes.
possess the
I wonder-
soul. Yeah,
I wonder how many. Also, it's like a prison sentence.
Uh huh.
It's like a curse.
Yeah.
Can he not top
it-
himself?
Well, I think it would just go to someone else.
Well, yeah, he can't do that, but he can't be anything.
But he's like he's separate from Santa in that he doesn't like he doesn't inhabit the same. He knew he was Tim Allen, right?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if that's.
But
what,
but no,
I
it
wonder if that's
changes.
what the last
It is
Santa
weird
Claus-
though. It changes his personality. He goes to bat to make the elves look correct, like the next day or something. Like they're trying to make a Christmas book or something, and but the elves are gonna like look like this. He's like, no, they should be. And he starts eating cookies and shit. Yeah.
But also, if he tops himself, who does he get passed to?
Maybe just some random dude.
Yeah.
I always just
Man,
assumed
that's
that.
interesting.
I always assumed that it was just like this hell cycle. of,
Maybe
like,
it
it's a
becomes
perpetual
like
curse.
hereditary.
Yeah.
It passes to his son.
It might. Well, he's like a. Is it in the second movie or the third one where his son's like a piece of shit?
I haven't seen.
And he kills himself. He puts the gun in his son's hand, and he like pulls the trigger. Yeah, and then he does it, and then he becomes Santa. And it's just
The second
fucked,
one.
dude.
Damn, that was Santa Claus too.
Yeah,
In Santa Claus
see
2,
that?
you went the Santa Claus 2 is fucked up too because it's
I
like
haven't
a,
seen it.
It's
I'm
like a
about
toy
to watch
version
it.
Santa Claus of Tim Allen.
Okay.
It looks fucking weird as shit.
It's that robot, right?
I think he's just a toy. Is he a robot? I thought he was just a toy. He's like something like a robot or a toy that came to life or something, but it looks fucking horrifying.
Is that? Are you
He's like
sure
a
that's
plastic
is
beard
that the
and everything.
plot of the third one? Because in the second one, he has
The
to get
third
married.
one is
he has to get married. in the
is
second
Martin
one.
Short is like Jack Frost or whatever, and he's like going to take over the North Pole thing
okay.
operation. And then everybody hated that one, but I do love Martin Short, so love him. I love him.
That would be cool if the kid had to shoot him
and become
and
Santa.
become
Be
Santa.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
like a real cool like curse you can pass on to people.
Well, especially like if in this movie, do you think it would be like the kid is like he's ungrateful to his dad or whatever, and like he's like the dad is a certain way, but the kid also like the hereditary aspect of it of like the kid also kind of becomes what his dad was or whatever, you know what I mean? So it has like this weird like full circle effect where it's like his kid was cursing the whole time. It's like that character change of the kid's this way, but then he ends up like his dad.
Right.
Not like his dad, ends up like his dad.
Do you think you could turn a woman into Santa?
No.
In today's day and age, yes. And I would gladly, especially if she was Pog.
Pock.
Yeah, but that's fiction, dude. That's not real.
Let's cut
Dude, you would have trans assassins going after Santa.
Oh no.
Boom, cock starts growing immediately.
I feel like you could actually probably make some like really dope, like Christmas, cool shit like that. I feel like everybody gets it so wrong because they try to keep that whimsical aspect of it.
We were just doing it.
No, so but I mean like in movies that try to do that where it's like it fails because it's
You mean it tries to be cool and serious, but it's kind of
Well, let's do it right now.
Right.
Trans assassins hunting Santa.
Yeah, so you start the movie, right? And it's
The Wachowski
It's
sister.
it's Tim Allen's shitty son, all grown up in his fancy New York apartment, and it's
Tim Allen's shitty daughter all grown up.
he doesn't. Well, she's his daughter
And she
now.
wants to be a
She's
man.
his daughter now.
She wants to be a man, right? And she realizes
Yes.
the curse of Santa
Okay, so
could give her
all right,
ultimate
so
desire.
The shitty little
best
boy,
Christmas
the
present.
shitty,
So she already
the
knows
shitty
that?
little boy from the
figured
Santa
out.
Claus one is now his daughter.
No,
No,
No.
because she's trans. She was his son.
No. It has to be
It's
a girl.
that wants to be a guy.
So when she kills Santa, she
Hear
becomes
me-
a man.
Hear me out.
She's gonna double trans?
Hear me out.
Reverse trans?
Hear me out.
How deep does this hole go, Don?
All right, Tim Allen. A, he doesn't want to be Santa Claus anymore because he's depressed.
Okay.
And B, he's very disappointed that his son became a woman, and he was never able to accept it. Never able to accept her as a woman now. So, 90-year-old Tim Allen Santa Claus sneaks into her trendy New York apartment. It's Christmas night. She's asleep. She doesn't believe in Christmas either because she's a fucking. but anyways, he sneaks up to her. He's crying. There's tears running down his face. He puts a gun in her hand. She's asleep. He points it at himself. He very tenderly.
He turns her back. You're my son again. So, well, to be fair,
is that where
wait,
you're going?
Don's position is very progressive because he's accepting that she is fully a woman to be turned back into a man.
Yeah,
So really,
it's-
Don has kind of been a champion of progressiveness.
It's the unintentional.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Oh, so you're saying Tim Allen's the bad guy for forcing?
I'm not.
men-
No. I'm saying for you to say that this curse thing is going to work, you are fully accepting that the
Oh,
son
right.
is a woman, like
'Cause her-
genetically
Right, because her dick wouldn't be growing back.
Well,
so
because it's-
altering
yeah,
her.
so it's a very-
yeah.
progressive.
Right. But what is the movie saying? Is this the first act or the last act of the movie?
It's pointing out Tim Allen's delusion about trans people. There you go. I brought it back for you. Podcast still up, uncancelled.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Now what I'm saying is,
That's
Starts as a girl.
That could be a cool progressive
Starts
movie.
as a girl, right?
No, you make that the Santa Claus 4. You make that the
girl
very
wants
beginning
to
of the
be a
movie.
boy. They always get the best presents.
Well, yeah,
Bikes,
no, but it has to be. But it
Xboxes.
has to fit within the Santa Claus canon. He can't just have a daughter now.
Let's just say we're rewriting it.
Why the fuck not?
We're
We're changing all other parts of this
This is,
shit.
no, this isn't a sequel.
this is
let's,
Santa
let,
Claus.
let's say you're
so we're just
redoing
starting.
it.
Okay, we're
This
just
is a
starting
spiritual successor
over. Okay.
with Tim Allen still in his role.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
daughter wants to be a boy. Bicycles, Xboxes,
Baseball gloves.
baseball gloves. Loves baseball
Condoms.
gloves.
Okay.
Condoms. Loves condoms. She figures
Dinosaur
out that
figures.
Santa passes on the curse of Santaism to whoever kills him.
Okay.
This is her shot. This is her chance.
So
she
she-
grows up resenting him for getting her Barbies and shit. And she has to hunt down Santa, and that is the premise of the movie.
What if this?
She's also
Say-
a master of disguise.
Same thing, yeah. Turtle. Have I not turtle enough for the turtle club? What if it's that set? Do you know that reference at all?
Yeah, the Master of Disguise,
Master of
dude.
Disguise.
They shot that scene on 9/11.
That's the crazy thing that to
Sorry, we
think,
laughed about that a couple months ago. Yeah.
to think that he's in the turtle outfit, just like
In May, after like 12 hours of
not
makeup, they're
turtle
like,
enough
yeah,
for
the,
the turtle-
the
yeah.
South Tower just fell, and he's like still trying to be a character.
So same thing. This is my version. Girl at the beginning resents her dad. She is a more of a tomboy. She's trying to figure herself out. My character arc is that she doesn't want to be like her dad, ends up like her dad. She transforms at the end, becoming a man after killing her father. But it's like it becomes more of like the curse thing. So it is a progress. It's kind of like
Well, what does she
It's-
want? Does she want to become a man?
I think that she does. She does, but she doesn't really know. She doesn't really know it. She has all these aspects, in that she's resentful to herself. She's resentful to her dad, but she like reclaims this position. But it's still kind of a curse as well. It's a very Wachowski
It turns her
sisters-
into what she hates.
right.
Very interesting.
A cautionary tale, if
Yeah.
you will, about not accepting the cards you've been dealt.
Trying to play God.
Which, funnily enough, would align perfectly with something Tim Allen would.
That is true. That is absolutely
He
true.
finances it himself.
He's listening
for
to,
it.
he's listening to Cream Crew. He's like, fuck, this is
I
awesome.
still have home improvement money. I'll just pay for the fucking thing.
Can we reach? How hard is it to reach Tim Allen? He's not that big of a
Not
draw.
hard.
He's not even Buzz Lightyear anymore, right?
You can literally Google his agency, and it has like a thing where it's like telling him about, like for your corporate. He does mostly corporate events now, and it's like
Do you think we could get him as a guest?
probably.
First guest, Tim Allen, and
I
we
would
pitch
love-
him our movie.
We could literally, if we got him. I mean, I'm not saying this. We might have to cut. If this is an actual thing, we're gonna try to do. We might have to cut this. But he is a raging alcoholic. We could just get him boozed up, and he'll say all sorts of shit.
Dude, if we can get him and pitch him our movie, this podcast would take off like a fucking rocket.
I will say, I think his fees would be insane.
How much?
I would like honestly. I think it would probably be like over $50,000.
Dude, happily.
I think like even just to appear, it's probably $20,000.
Dude, if we pulled our money, we would get that back.
No, he wouldn't.
Absolutely would.
No, he wouldn't.
They got Tim Allen to talk about trans Santa Claus.
It would only be worth it. Like honestly, it would only be worth it as if like it's your gambling money. It's like I'm okay with not seeing this money again, but there's a chance we might see it again.
I'm okay with not seeing that money again.
I think if you actually got
What if we got? Oh, if we talked with one of our sponsors like Nord, and we were like, we're gonna have Tim Allen on.
well, yeah.
Do you want to
You get them
fund
to-
this
yeah, you get them to pay
Christmas
for it.
episode or whatever?
We might get him to agree to make an anti-trans Santa Claus movie.
It's gonna be
They don't
on
need
air.
to.
crazy.
Yeah.
We can say that, right?
Uh-huh.
We have alcohol for him. I don't know if you know anything about Tim Allen, but he's a raging alcoholic.
Allegedly.
Sloppy. No, he is.
Okay.
Allegedly. And it's going to be crazy. Because I bet you anything, you could honestly, they would be like, all right, we'll pay you X amount.
Dude, if we could also get him halfway through the podcast to change into a Buzz Lightyear outfit. Oh my
To
god.
infinity.
Well, do the voice! Do the voice!
He's just fucking blackout drunk the whole time. To infinity. Alien! Don't you guys hate those trans people? We're like,
Well, funny about you should bring that up, Tim.
huh?
Do we have a movie for you?
What is it?
Okay. 9-year-old girl.
I'm on! Fine, I'm on! Like, you just said 9-year-old girl. I want to do I get to be on screen with her?
Tell me you wouldn't get our money back.
Is she an elf? Is she a
Yeah.
canonical
What
adult?
is she, an elf?
Is she 9,000 years old? Technically.
It would be the best if while we were pitching it to him and he's like getting revved up, he just like blacked out or he just fell asleep because he's an old man. He's like,
Fuck, can we try this? Can we try and get him?
It's kind of
You
making
can try.
Me, kinda
I'm
making me
telling-
sad.
Minimum fee for U.S. dates, $300,000 to $500,000.
whoa! I honestly did not expect that. That is crazy.
Yeah, good for you, Tim.
He's Buzz Lightyear.
Let
Yeah,
me
so
throw a
pulling that
wrench
down.
Into this whole idea. When searching for hiring Tim Allen, one of the things that came up was hire Tim Allen.
Impersonators.
So what if we get a Tim Allen impersonator to slander Tim Allen on the podcast?
I like that a lot.
Please. I like that a lot too.
Because you know what they're going to do the whole time? Because they're like, oh, I'm supposed to be Tim Allen, so they're going to do like the home improvement sounds and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Ask him a question.
He's like, yeah, I used to like doing the Santa Claus movie.
Can we get Tim Allen involved?
We can.
I think that's a
Hey,
good
Tim Allen.
expenditure of funds.
I mean, I'd be more than happy.
There's got to be at least three
Can we
of
find a
those
good one?
guys in Texas.
Even if there wasn't, you could probably there's act. Well, I'm trying to go through an acting agency right now. There are acting agencies where they like do impressions of people. So you could just hire a guy that doesn't even look like him. It would be kind of lame. I mean, just
We could get him we could get one of those masks.
That's like a very Nathan Fielder-esque thing to do. Like, oh, I'm Bill Gates. I fucking love that episode.
You
We
know,
could
in
get,
1994.
We were doing the computers in our garage. It's so fun. Everyone's like,
So wait, this has already been done.
No,
the
Bill
Nathan
Gates
Fielder,
thing.
Bill Gates thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already did this exact plan.
They didn't have a podcast and get a guy to pose as another guy. And
He bought fake impersonators to be at like this, like on this, like on Hollywood Boulevard. There's like a shit ton of like merchandise places. Like, oh, I'm in Hollywood, you know. And he had a fake Johnny Depp actor, and he had a fake Bill Gates like walking around the store, and he's like, you know, in the '90s, it was a crazy time for computers, and knows nothing about any of it.
well, they found out later. Yeah, he'd been impersonating for like 2 weeks before he talked to them. You know,
That might be better than what we're planning.
Well, I think getting Tim Allen to
If we could get real Tim Allen, now we're fucking cooking with gas.
I don't even know. That's it. That's crazy.
Cream Crew
300,000?
fans. That dude, that's $10 per person who watches an episode.
We'll start a Kickstarter. What if we started an Indiegogo campaign to get Tim Allen on the podcast to talk about Wozniak Transistor Santa Claus movie? I'm mixing up my Silicon Valley, the Wachowski sisters, or however the fuck you say it. We're gonna make a Matrix-esque Santa Claus pitch to Tim Allen to see if he accepts to produce, and we have to really grill him to like fund the movie.
I mean, if he funds a movie, we should make it.
I like how you're saying this. Like, well, if he funds it, then we should make it.
It's a logical next step, isn't it?
It will not happen.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
Also, would you want to be associated with
Yes.
directors and writers of like, what would you even call that movie?
Well, it wouldn't be an official Santa Claus 4 because you wouldn't be able to get in on the Disney franchise.
I think that it could be a spiritual successor.
You do something cute like Santa Claus for All or something.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's
I was just wanting to-
inclusive.
I was
There's a
wanting
little
to just be
progressive
kind of-
title there. You know?
Well, I was wanting to do an offensive title, so then you get people hooked right away.
Okay.
Santa Claus kills the trans.
Trans
What if it was sleds, trans, and automobiles?
Trans clause. Sleds what?
Sleds, trans, and Silverados.
The original reference you're making is just like completely lost with all the changes. It's like-
Hey, that's it. It kind of sounds like it a little bit. Planes, trains, not my. Yeah, and then Steve Martin. Steve Martin is. We get an impersonator to look like him because that's going to be the person that he's like the post-op surgeon.
Yeah. You could probably also hire the like little elf guy. I'm sure he's not doing anything.
Every elf is just our Steve Martin impersonator. We just shrink him. He's every like,
Can they all just
Tim
be
Burton
Tim
Oompa
Allen?
Loompa. Oh yeah, they could all just be Tim
They're
Allen.
just all Tim Allen as well. Then we only have to hire one guy. Save cost, just green screen him for everything. Including the daughter role. No, the daughter role is played by
So
Zooey
we would
Deschanel.
realistically, on the safe side, we would have to do an Indiegogo for $500,000.
Yeah.
And also, here's another thing: you're probably going to have to pay for him to fly out here. You have to pay for like a very nice hotel.
He's
or
Tim
something.
Allen.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that?
Well, I thought that I would ask if he wants to
So
stay at my home.
It's that's the fee. That seems to be the fee for booking him to speak at an event. So I'm sure like acting would be in the millions.
I don't think he's getting very many gigs in Hollywood. What the
Come
fuck does he
on.
go to an event and speak about, for the love of God?
Come on, Tim.
What's he doing? Like,
if
fucking
if he's speaking, like how long,
actors
how long
workshops?
is it? 10 minutes?
I would guess like 20 or something like that.
But what the fuck does he speak about?
Will we get? Could we pitch it to him in 20 minutes? You think?
Yeah, we did it in like 3.
Okay.
What if we pay him to just sit here and not speak and just listen?
Yeah, he could be like, you can nod, or you can shake your head.
Would
no.
that save us money?
I would imagine.
I would hope so.
That's the speaking fee.
That's literally why Nicolas Cage did that movie, and he produced that movie, Willy's Wonderland, or where the fuck it was, that like fake, like that knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh, Nick Cage. Did you look it up? He actually, they got a bargain for him to not talk. Is that why he didn't talk the whole time?
No, he said that I will be in it and I'll produce it, but I'm not going to speak. So that's why he's like, I don't want any voice roles.
Right.
So that was, he just got to show up and they just directed me, just went over and just did a shit. That movie's fucking terrible, by the way. And everyone's like, that movie was great. You're a fucking idiot. Tim Allen, though, I mean, like I was saying, that we could. Especially if he sat there, he didn't even have a fucking, we just put a mic in front of him, you just heard him breathing. Justin could just amplify the decibels of his breathing. And he just has like sunglasses on, where can you at least take the sunglasses off? And he's just like,
Yeah, but you hear his
7 fucking like people in the background being like, you can't say that.
you hear his
I was-
breath
I was
quicken
saying
though when he
voices
hears
though.
your script pitch.
Yeah, exactly. So we're thinking it's a trans, you kill a trans person in a Santa Claus movie. And then we like look at his publicist, and they're just like,
His lawyers are the same people who defended Kyle Rittenhouse.
they're the prosecutors. He just has a gun pointing at us like this the whole time. It's not loaded.